I want to share a story with you about a remarkable woman by the name of Betty Naismith. Now, back in the 1950s, Betty was a single mom, and she worked at a bank, and she was a secretary at a bank. And she wasn't a very good secretary. She didn't have great typing skills. She did, though, happen to be a very good artist. And every year, the bank would have Betty do the Christmas scene on the bank windows, the holiday scene. Well, one year she was painting the snowman or whatever it was, and she made a mistake. And as artists do, she just painted over her mistake. And that's when she had her big idea. She thought, hey, if I could paint over my mistakes on the window, why can't I paint over my mistakes when I make a typo? So she went to work to create some kind of typing fluid. And in fact, in the beginning, she just brought paint into work. She snuck paint into work, and every time she made a mistake, she would just paint over her mistake. But eventually people said, hey, Betty, that's a pretty cool idea. You got to make a business out of this. So she met her son Michael's chemistry teacher, and she went to paint factories. And at home at night after work, she put together the first concoction that was liquid paper, whiteout. She invented it. Now, Betty Naismith was an amazing woman. Nobody had ever heard, of course, of liquid paper at the time, didn't know that there was a need for it. Once they realized there was a need, she ended up selling her company, her liquid paper company, for well over $100 million. And she learned the secrets of innovation. A couple years ago, I got to write a book about innovation, and I want to share some of the things that she learned and that I learned from different innovators that you can use as you innovate in your own business. The first is that you really have to be committed. Innovation is not easy. You're going to try and teach people a new way of thinking. You're going to teach them about a product they may not even know that they need. Chester Carlson, who invented the Xerox machine, it took him almost 20 years to bring it to market. He almost went bankrupt. He did get divorced. It's a very grueling process. Now, it doesn't have to be that grueling for everybody, but it does take commitment. But the Xerox machine also teaches us that you have to keep your invention simple. Keep it simple. Because why did people never program their VCRs? Because it was very complicated. Why did people use the Xerox machine? Because it was easy. You put a piece of paper down, you hit a button, you got a copy. So those two things, commitment and keeping it simple, are the first two secrets to successful innovation. If you've ever seen that show Shark Tank, one thing you'll notice is that the sharks love an innovative product that solves a problem. And if you can be first, even better, well, then you've gotten to the 3 and 4 steps that really works with great innovation. That's solving a problem and being first. Those things really allow you to make an innovative product that can be a breakthrough product. And the last thing that I saw with all the great innovators is that they were willing to take a big risk. Not a small risk, not a medium risk, a big risk. And some people are more predisposed to taking big risks than others. So if you want to be a business innovator and create that next big thing, that new product that's going to be on store shelves everywhere, then you have to take a big risk and you have to be willing to fail. It's that kind of perseverance that's going to allow you to keep going through it all to make the next big product.